was the day after Sunday. It is July 14th, 2025. And then this is my trauma therapy for being victimized by Antichrist. My Antichrist I speak of, her name is Kimberly Joy Segura, maiden name Peters, and she was my incubator, okay? She was my incubator, and I have much animosity, hostility. I was in a therapy a long time ago. I was like in an anger therapy through Catholic Charities in Wenatchee, and it had to do with my mother. I have lots of hostility because Mom, is incubator. She was my incubator. I have lots of resentment and hatred to her because, my childhood, not just my childhood, but then imagine this. You have a brain tumor, you have a craniotomy. A month later, you are victimized. You have domestic violence. It's an altercation, which gives you acquired hydrocephalus, okay? You have seizures. All of a sudden, you have like your Asperger's, your Tinkerbell, okay? You have amnesia, all right? You're fighting memory loss, and you're fighting. Remember, you had to learn how to walk and to talk and to eat and to swallow. You now have to live with a box of medications, okay? And you are fighting because you know who you were before, okay? Can you imagine that? You know who you were before, and you can't be that person anymore because you got a big box of medications, okay, on top of it that you have to live off of. That's what's keeping you alive and sustaining you. In the meantime, you have to divorce your ex that you were already leaving, okay? You're already leaving your ex-husband, so it was bad, it's worse. Your husband, right? Your husband you were leaving, then made you retarded for who you were leaving him for, all right? I was leaving him, all right? So then I can't go be with who I was going to be with because he made me retarded, all right? Okay? That's the truth, okay? So that is what happened to me, all right? So my ex-husband made me retarded, all right? 5 years left to live, maybe if I make it, okay? In a box of medications, and I had to figure out how to raise 2 little girls myself because I wasn't going to be with him. I don't care. He was cheating on me, all right? He was in bars. He was drinking bottles of Robitussin to get high, all right? Bottles of Robitussin, hiding them in my car seats, in my trunk. He was bottles of liquor underneath the seats. I'm driving my car, and I could get pulled over and lose my children, okay? That's what was happening in my marriage. My marriage was broken. It was dead. It was gone. I was divorcing him, all right? And then he made me retarded on top of a brain tumor that's inoperable. I have remnants from a brain tumor, okay? So I have a brain tumor. I have a craniotomy. I'm retarded. I have a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old little girls, all right? That I have to raise retarded with a box, okay, of medications, over 29 medications, all right? I have different rules now. I have to eat a certain way. I'm seizing out, like this all the time. I'm having breakthroughs, fighting to talk. I'm fighting to eat. I'm fighting to live, all right? And the woman who was my incubator stands in front of me, okay? I never wanted you. I never wanted a daughter with cancer. I should have got rid of you. With my daughter standing next to me, I'm broken. She's my caregiver, okay? Mind you, my caregiver is this woman who says this to me, and I I was the one who was promised. I was the poet. I was the writer. I was a painter. I was a soccer coach. I was a swim coach. I did Taekwondo. I did Tai Chi. I did kickboxing. I cooked, eloquent, fine cuisines for my children. I was, a health nut. I ran 2 miles a day. It was like with my kids sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I was teaching my children how to free climb. All right? And I have a bastard husband that run around doing whatever the hell he wants to, which was fine, okay? I had 2 children. They were mine, okay? They're clones of me. You see my children right in my face, right, left side. That is my girls, okay? My girls. And this is what that woman did to me, all right? She didn't want to deal with me anymore. Pawns me off on some guy that comes over that thinks it's I don't know what the hell he wanted to do, but he took over my medication management, all right? I had to have someone help me, all right? She's like, all right. He OD'd me. I had to have boundaries and barriers because I was retarded, all right? I had a 5-year-old mentality and I was growing. I was like 15, 16, all right? Maybe they say she'd be like 29 years old. So my neuro team is